Hey Lord, I lift my hands. I give all the praise to you. Everything I am, you gave me the strength to do. Hey, Lord, I lift my hands. Lord, I lift my hands. I give all the praise to you. This is my response for making me brand new. Hey, Lord, I can feel your presence, putting all your peace in me. Lord, I can feel revival, breaking all the captives free. And though it sounds crazy, man, I used to hate me till I met somebody who told me how he made me, how he died to save me. And if you want the same thing, all you gotta do is just say, Lord, I lift my hands. I give all the praise to you. Yeah, yeah, everything I am, everything I am, you gave me the strength to do. Yeah, you do. Lord, I lift my hands. Lord, I lift my hands. I give all the praise to you. This is my response for making me brand new.
What is good? What is good? Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see y'all.
I'm just trying to eat a meal, but I don't live on bread alone. You hear it in my zip. Down bad, but you got me better.
G-O-D.
That's the best three letters. Where you got me moving, I'ma need Rosetta. Keep your head up. Hey, Lord, I lift my hands.
All right, welcome in.
Give all the praise.
Welcome in. Good to see y'all.
Everything I am,
Let's do it.
you gave me the strength to do. Lord, I lift my hands. I give all the praise to
All right,
you.
W's in the chat. We got motion here. We got motion. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. All right, how's everyone doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Louis G, I got this one for you, bro. I got this one for you, bro. Praise God. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Clubhouse spinning. Clubhouse spinning. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Where you at, Louis G? Where are you, man? All right, man. Stewie B in the house. What up, YOLO Trader? Eric P. Vishal in the building. What's goody? OGH. OGH in the building. What up, Eric P? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. Good afternoon. Good evening. Game time. Game time. Let's get it. The gates are open. The floodgates are open. That's right. That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Well, praise God. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see y'all. Nate G in the building. Big Q is here. 3 ants in the building. Exit Strat. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Killshot in the building. What up, Killshot? Louis G, YOLO Trader. The mod squad is here. What up? C Melly in the house. Arrow Sassy. Trader next door. Rob Trades in the building. What up, Rob Trades? Zyper in the house. What up, Zyper? Bulkin Trades. What up, what up? How we feeling? Ben G in the building. All right, let's do it. Traders next door in the house. What up, Shubs? Shubs in the building. Bands Counted Up is here. Dev, what up, Dev? What up, Wayne? Nikola Tesla. How we feeling? How we feeling? Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's get started, man. Yanosh in the house. What up, Yanosh? How you guys doing, man? Let me just get set up here on my other monitor here. How you guys feeling, man? Give me one word. Give me one word. The feeling is what it is. Give me one word. How you feeling today, ladies and gents? How you feeling? I want to receive what you guys are feeling. Oh yeah, grateful, blessed. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Feeling amazing. Huh. Motivated. Let's go. Abundance. Aligned. Inspired by your story. Thank you. Yes. Let's get to it. Excuse me. Let's go. Let's go. Spectacular. Amazing. Louis G's feeling GT3. I'm feeling the same way, brother. I'm feeling the same way. Blessed and highly favored. Amen. Good to be with a bunch of grateful people who are feeling awesome. I love the environment. Let's go ahead and get to it. We're gonna pray real quick and just share just some gratitude from our heart here as a community, and then we'll get started. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Well, Father God, we thank you for this opportunity here, Lord. We thank you to gather together, Lord. We thank you for revealing to us what just truly matters overall. You know, the most important thing is serving people. That's what we've been called to do. We've been blessed to be a blessing, Lord. I thank you for just touching my heart over the last 24 hours and just showing me how important it is that lives being changed reflect into your life, that serving people, by doing this we become free, and we become free together, Lord. So I just pray for each and every individual here that they also would serve people, Lord, that they also would learn to add value to people. Father, we thank you for your vision over our life. We thank you for the plans that you have for us, plans for us to prosper and to succeed, to be in good health, Lord, to have hope, to have a future. I pray that over these individuals, Lord, that they have a bright future, Lord, that they would go after all that you've called them to be. I just pray right here, right now, that your spirit would dwell with us, that it would just immerse the hearts and the souls and the minds of those in attendance today, Lord. We give you all the glory for the work that you've done here, for the work that you continue to do, and we honor you publicly right here, right now, on this live stream. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. In serving each other, we become free. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Yeah, man. All right, well, let's get into it here. Yeah, let's run through a breakdown, and we'll chat a little bit. Let's go through the day, and then we'll have a good conversation here today, man. I'm pretty fired up, as I am always. I think I'm a little extra fired up here today. Let's go ahead and get into it. We got Tuesday here, the 24th of June, and it's another day, another opportunity for us to be patient, to be disciplined, and to come into this game as 8-figure traders, right? So let's lock in. Let me lower this music a little bit. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis, and we'll get to it here today. So I think we have, what is today? Today's Tuesday, right? Or am I tripping? I'm sorry, today is Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Okay, so 10 a.m. news. So we do have Pal coming in and testifying here today. We're going to have some opportunities to probably take advantage of a lot of volatility, right? A lot of volatility that's coming in here with the Fed talking. Gold has been a bit of a mess here on the daily time frame. As you've seen yesterday, it was very difficult to read, right? Very difficult to get a real good read on direction with gold yesterday. We'll see how we kind of look here today in the New York session. I think we'll have a good session here. I did show up for Asian. We took a long position, winning trade. Nothing in London, and we'll see what we can get out of New York sesh here today. So let's go ahead and do a breakdown. And if you guys can, give the stream a like for me here today. Sub to the channel if you're not subbed. And let's lock in. I'll give you a second or two to finish up what you're doing, and let's lock in on this breakdown here. Good. All right, NY Open coming up. So let's run this breakdown here, and let's see what we got going on here on gold. So we did close, obviously, very, very strong bearish here on yesterday's candle, meaning this candle right here. Closed very strong bearish. The only issue is we got no top wick, right? So we still have no top wick on this candle up here, and you never know, we might want to pop up. You know, the reason I say that is because we've already kind of came right into that support zone. We never really closed below it. But at the end of the day, I am still very, very bearish here on gold based off of what we have been seeing on the, you know, just the daily time frame, 4-hour time frame and whatnot. So pretty bearish here today on the daily time frame. I will keep in mind that we are at a support level, so I will be open for buys as well here today. 4-hour though. 4-hour is looking absolutely beautiful, right? You have this move down, you have a nice pullback, and now if we start breaking through these lows here for NY Open, you may get a push down down, you know, within the next hour or two, down into this support level here at like 33.14, 33.15. So super clean on the 4 hour. The 1 hour is chucking down a little bit. We are kind of running into this, right? So we're starting to run into a little bit of support. We have NY open here now. I think let's see what the lower time frames look like, but worst case, NY open may pull back a little bit for a retracement here on the lower time frame, like this 1 hour, for the 9 a.m. hour candle to really start pushing down. So that can also be a possibility here today. We are right at support. Let's take a look at the 30-minute here real quick. Yeah, 30's at support here, so we just need to wait for a closure, right? That's it. We got a nice closure below, and everything looks pretty good to go. We got a clean range coming down for about 50 pips, and then below there, I think you got another 50 or so. Yeah, so a total of 100 pips coming down into 26, and that's probably just half the potential move here today, right? Again, I can totally see us coming down towards 33.14, 33.15 here today. That fills the 4 hour range here. So this is the zone here today in which we want to take advantage of. There's plenty of room. It's just now all about finding the right opportunities to get ourselves into this market here. So what a good opportunity to me would look like right now is a little push up here on the 15 for maybe New York open, right? And then a nice closure back below. We get a fresh resistance, and then we go ahead and take these sells. Yep, we'll take these sells, we'll hold runners, and then we'll get the heck out of here today. All right, cool. So that's the plan. That's it right there. That's the trade, right? That's the exact trade I'm looking for today. Like the way I look at trading is I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna paint out exactly what I want to see, and then I will wait. And then if that plan truly plays out, I will make 1,000, I will make 1,500, I will make $2,000, whatever it is, and I can get moving on the day. So trading could truly be that simple if you stay out of all the nonsense and stay away from all the noise, waiting for exactly what you're looking for, and then execute when that opportunity presents itself. All right, so that's it. That's the day for me, and that is Goldie here for us. That is Goldie. Cool. It's not that I'm talking too fast. Just listen a little bit too slow, man. That's it. I'm not fired up or anything. I'm not super excited or nothing like that. It's not going to be a crazy morning. It's not like I didn't sleep at last night. Oh, did I run through that breakdown a little too quick? Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. All right, let's look at NQ here. Hold on. Let me plot some buys out here real quick. 1 second. So let's plot some buys out, right? So if we're going to take buys, because the 4 hour, the daily candle is a bit at support, right? So we are a little bit at support. So we do got to look long here as well today. We're going to see, we'll see if we respect this low. If we have any sort of fake outs, right, between this 50 pip range here, then we might be able to take buys moving back up somewhere back above 35, right? But other than that, I would say the buys are most cleanest probably above 40 here, right, on like a 30-minute closure. So that's what I'd be waiting for. This technically would be a range 2 buy as well, because we would obviously lay off of this. We would wait for a break retest and a closure above. So any new closure above here makes way for us to step into the long position. So that's pretty much it. So buys above 33.40 and sells, buys above 33.40 and then sells below 33.35, and that's the game here today for me. Keep it simple. So no trade range, right? Basically a no trade range here. Everything below there is money. Everything below there looks super clean. Anything above there, range 2 buys look fantastic. We'd also be kind of coming up breaking those 4 hour highs at that point, and we look pretty good. So that's it. Where's Z Gamer? Where is Z Gamer? Z Gamer. Oh man. It's not that I'm talking too fast, he's just listening too slow. You're getting better at the game when you hear the same story on stream as you interpret. Beautiful, brother. Beautiful. Let's go. Duplication. Everything I do here is duplicatable. That's the coolest part. It's so simple. It's so duplicatable. Anyone could do it. If you show up here long enough, you listen to me yap a bunch of times in a row, say all this stupid stuff, man, you'll start sounding exactly like me. How many of you guys ever say the same things I say in your breakdown? Anyone? I used to do that all the time. I used to sound exactly like Raja. I'm like, oh, I even had the accent. Like, oh, if we get this candle to close. All that, man, all that. How many excesses did I drink? To be honest, none. I haven't needed one, bro. I haven't needed one. Oh, man. By the way, thank you guys. I really appreciate all the love. So many messages, hundreds of messages coming in. Appreciate the love. We truly sought this out in our mind, create it in the spiritual realm, as I tell you guys all the time. You know what I mean? Like, the information that I'm giving you guys is information that I've used to design my life, to have lifestyle by design. It's so much bigger than trading, right? It's so much, it's life, gang. And I've I created it in the spiritual realm over the last 3 months. I had it every single day. Every day when I left these streams, I went into my garage and I seen the car sitting right there. Every single day before I came on the stream, I went in my garage, I seen the car there, and now it's physically manifested in the physical realm in my garage. So this is the spec I picked up. It's actually a silver. So I was gonna get a more of a darker bluer gray. They called it Arctic gray, but I'll be honest, I seen this one and I just fell in love. I was like, that. No, I didn't fall in love. I just said, man, that's the one. You know, I really like that one. That one brings out the black. But some of you guys seen the pics on IG. This is the spec here, 2024, absolute gem right here. Full Alcatran, whatever it's called, Alca, whatever. In interior, absolutely insane. Carbon fiber bucket seats. Gold BBSs. The silver just brings out the black so good, in my opinion. These black like accents and all that. So yeah, yellow calipers. Thing is an absolute beast. I drove it last night a couple times and just absolutely insane. Dream come true. But you know what? It's not surprising. I always see myself having a supercar, driving supercars. I put off all this stuff for a very long time. The truth of the matter is I could have got this car 2 years ago, right? But remember what we talked about yesterday about, you know, you can do life half-assed or you can do it right. You know, you can truly get the job done, right? And then go out and get things and they don't even affect you financially. It's not even like anything budged, right, in your finances when you do this thing right and you set the foundation up on the front end and then you get to enjoy it on the back end. So hard life now, easy life later. Hard choices now, easy choices later. But if you want to have easy choices now and live a lazy life, it's most likely going to lead to a hard life and hard choices now. So do what it takes on the front end and get the job done so the rest of your life can be the best of your life, man. This thing is 7-speed manual, absolute rocket ship. So yeah, and what I love about these new like supercars too is like they even have like navigation, reverse cameras, like it's crazy, man. So air conditioning, music, you know, so it's pretty dope, man. So what a dream come true. It's so cool to kind of share this with you guys as well, and I hope it inspires you guys to go out, you know, and really hunt this thing down, right? Get good at trading, diversify your income, put your money into investments, impact lives all over the world, and good things will happen to you. Good things will happen for you as well. God has no respect for persons, right? If I can do it, you can do it too. You guys have watched me over the years, and I'm no different. You know, we hang out every single day, and I'm just a regular guy here, just like you. I just got the camera on me, right? I just happen to be the guy in the top left corner with the camera rolling. That's it. We also so when the car came, it was super cool. It came during Asian session last night, and we brought the whole Asian session outside with us and watched the reveal. It was super cool. I hope you guys in Asian seen some of it. I gave my brother Joe the camera, so yeah, it was epic, absolutely epic. Yeah, full video coming soon. I got the whole vlog going. Yeah, we're in the middle of a vlog right now, and just yeah, it's gonna be epic. So those of you guys that are coming to the TT meetup in about 2 weeks, I'll probably bring the car out for one of those days, and Yeah, bring it to the mansion. We studied, man. We studied. We did. But anyway, I really do appreciate all the love and all the messages. Like I said, I mean, hundreds of messages that came in. I obviously haven't been able to get back to everyone, but super. I feel the love, man. I feel the love. Now, who's coming to Tampa, Florida? Who's moving and just balling out with me, man? TT Takeover in Tampa. Christmas morning, brother. Every morning. Every morning. What is it again? Alcantara. Hold on. Alcantara. Interior. Yeah. There it is. You know, every level up, you go to like a new vocabulary. You guys remember when I told you guys the word phenomenal? Remember the word phenomenal was like, wait, whoa, I never heard that word before. You know, you level up a little bit. Now the new word we're at is like Alcantara. You know, it's like, I never really heard that word before, but sounds fancy. The GTRS is not manual. It's it has I'll show you guys. Basically, you move it over, so it has an option for like just regular drive, park, reverse drive, and then you slide it over to manual here. So you just kind of shift it over to the left, and then everything becomes paddle shifters from that point. 7-speed, yeah. Neville's teachings proven solid. There you go, my friends. Any of you guys that listen to Jesus, Neville, Napoleon Hill, any of these guys, I'm just proof that their teachings and their systems work. Appreciate that, Simzy. Appreciate that, man. Yo, the PDK is insane. It's all over. It's everywhere. I haven't done the launch yet. No, I haven't. The car came last night around like sunset, so I really didn't drive it. I took my wife in it. I took my kid. I took Alea and Maverick for a little spin, and my brother Joe, and that was about it. You know, today I'll drive it a little bit more and kind of, you know, mess around with it. Triptronic, yeah, Triptronic. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna launch today though. That's for sure. Yeah, the paddle shifters are amazing too. They are very nice. They have like this magnetic, like it's I don't know. It's very, very crispy. First day in the clubhouse. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. We are here to help. We are here to help. Show up to as many live streams that your schedule permits. Take good notes. Honestly, I would buy a separate notebook for trading. Just coming into these live streams. Every single live stream is a bit of a lecture. You know, very rarely will you see us just sit here talking about like nothing. You know what I mean? So there's like almost a lecture going on every single day. I have no idea how the Lord makes it so fresh and so pure every single day, but he just continues to renew, continues to allow us to rejoice in these new days and stay fresh, you know, and stay pure. But yeah, take really good notes. Go into the on the website, watch the course. We'll go through the webinars. Take your time with these things and really study. Really study. Don't try and rush this. Like I just said earlier, take the time on the front end. For the next 6 months, don't worry about making any money. Don't worry about building an income. You're gonna build an income by studying those courses, studying these markets on a day-to-day basis, and showing up here consistently. That is gonna be all study work for you. Probably gonna take 6 months, 4, 6. Just depends on who you are. I will scare you though. Some people, it takes them 20 years. So don't let that be you, right? Lock in for the next 4 to 6 months and just get the job done. Understand the market, right, for how you want to trade it. And then you can spend the rest of your life pulling profits, and obviously you're going to be winning and losing throughout that time, but you will set yourself up with a profitable trading business. Yes, sir, Derek. Let's get it. Let's get it. Can't wait to celebrate you guys. I can't wait to hear, about you and celebrate your victory and your stories and hearing your, just stories about your growth and your improvement. I mean, I hear it all the time. We hear it every day. I was with DeMarco. He's an elite member the other day, and man, we talked for 45 minutes. We didn't even say a word about trading. He was just telling me how much winning he's doing. He don't feel like he's winning, but he's winning at the highest levels. He's telling me about this new, this rebirth, this fresh relationship, with his kids and his, amazing relationship with his wife and his adversity, right? Overcoming things. And, he may not be profitable every single week yet, but the guy's a winner. The guy's coming on. He's planting his seeds. He's doing the work. He's doing everything it takes to go to the next levels. And then just like in Think and Grow Rich, right, when it comes together, it just comes together, right? So it's just about doing the right things day in and day out, sticking to it, even when the results aren't there, even when no one's clapping for you, and just holding true to, to the vision and to the goal. And if you can do that, you'll take the time to study. You'll take the time to get it done, and 2 to 5 years from now, you'll be up here on a microphone, or maybe not even, maybe you'll just be living out your dream life silently and doing your thing. And whatever your thing is, that's what you want to shoot for. So the unboxing. Yeah, the vlog's coming. I got it. Alcantara. Thank you. I'm gonna have to write that down on my self-talk now. Alcantara. I gotta have that on lock before I go to one of these car events here. Would have woke up at 5 in the morning. Yeah, I'll probably do something like that tomorrow. Honestly, your adrenaline's just so crazy, especially over the last, I haven't really brought it up much because we've been working a deal. We've been, I moved from one car to another, and you know how it is, right before that big, amazing breakthrough or that big, amazing, experience, you obviously got to, sometimes get the feathers ruffled a little bit. So it was a bit of a process, but, we got it done. And I was just so almost exhausted, last night. So I just wanted to put the car away and secure the bag in the garage and really just go to sleep. And I just knocked out until London. Yeah. Yes, sir, Kenmo. Let's go. I'm waiting, brother. What car did I get? I got a Porsche GT3 RS. Yeah, 2024. Yeah, this is the spec right here. Specky spec. Yeah, carbon fiber everywhere. Everywhere. Outside and inside. Carbon is everywhere. Interior goes crazy with the carbon. Hood, roof, mirrors, seats, crazy. Bucket seats, all carboned out. So nice. White stitching. I'm looking for these. I've actually been looking for them for a little bit. They're like these race harness seat belts. They look so nice. So trying to see if we can find those, but no one at Porsche could find them for me. The car was not brand new. No, it's got 1100. I think 1100 miles. Yeah, one owner. The kids? Yeah, the kids already went for a ride. Yeah. Lele's a speed junkie. She's a very exciting kid. She likes to do crazy stuff. The wing is wild. The wing is wild. Sebastian, what up? What up? All right, NY Open. We got 820 coming up here, so we should have a bit of a push on the 15. We might run into that resistance there. I just don't know what we're going to do, right? Last couple times we've basically just wicked out of it. I'm very bearish on gold today. For those of you guys that have just joined, like we closed obviously bearish yesterday. We are also very bearish here on the 4-hour chart. Looks like we're attempting to kind of start to move our way back down here, right? If we break those lows, we should move ourselves back down. So I'm pretty bearish for the most part. I am open to buys though, on these potential range 2 buys on the 30 minutes. So we got 9 minutes for that closure. This is the 4-hour high here, right? This guy right there. So that's our current high. We have not broke the lows yet. We also have not broken through that low. So I'm definitely, open for buys. But it's got to work out down here. So yeah, I would say these are range 2 buys, right? Because we wouldn't take this buy. So range 1 buy would be here, right? A buy off support. We'd probably let that go, being that we're so bearish. Wait for price to create a resistance, which is right there. Come down, and then close back above here. So I know we got some wicks in our way. We got to, obviously move with the volume here. But yeah, if the 4-hour starts re-breaking its own high again, there could see a bit of a push up. But again, a lot of rejection here, so I do want to be a little hesitant on the buys here today and see if we can get some rejection out of here and then start selling below 35 here today. Yeah, those sells are absolute money. Look at the 4-hour range here. That is so clean. So my vision on that 4-hour is, can we wick up and now break the low, right? If we could break that low, we also at the same time get a closure below 35. This is where the 4-hour time frame can really push down today and fill that range, right? Something like that. So that's the vision here for the day, but we'll see. We got to break those lows, we got to get closures. If we start breaking highs and all that, then most likely the 4-hour time frame is going to want to make a bit of a correction and shift market direction, right? Because if this 4-hour closes now back above here, right, then there's a very high chance that the market will reverse today and begin to move back up. Yeah, and basically what that will be is that'll be the daily candle now rejecting support, right? If we go back to the daily, we're in a bunch of support here. So I can totally see that happening, right? So again, that's the reason I'm open for both buys and sells today. All right, who's in Zoom here? Who's in Zoom? Johnny Gems is here. What's poppin', John? DJ Scratches. What up, Patrick? Carlito, Daniel, Bone. Good morning, Allison, OGH in the house. What's poppin', guys? Johnny Gems, how we feeling?
How y'all feeling? Feeling good? How you feeling, bro?
Excellent, brother. Incredible.
There. Another day blessed by God, bro.
Amen. Let us rejoice in it, eh?
Amen. Let's get it. And another trading day to be patient and disciplined to the plan. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Chat, Johnny Gems.
Be lit.
YouTube.
What up, chat? It's popping YouTube. How y'all feeling?
30-minute
Better
closure.
price action here today.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I said we got some better price action here today.
Definitely a little bit better. And you guys heard me.
Than yesterday.
Yeah, you guys heard me yesterday. I just openly admitted, hey, I don't have a good read on price today. I really don't see the markets that well yesterday. And you got to be open with yourself, just like I was too. Like a lot of traders, they'll come to a crappy market and they don't know what the heck's going on, but they'll still trade in that market. That's wild if you ask me. That's what you call stupid, right? That's just dumb. So like you don't really want to do that, man. You want to wait for the best price action. Your ego doesn't want to admit at times that you don't know what you're looking at, but there's so much power in admitting to yourself, hey, I don't like what I'm seeing here, right? I don't have to take a trade if I don't really understand what's going on. And I think if a lot of traders did that, they would probably hold themselves back from taking a lot less losses than they would normally take.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
You know, because sometimes the market conditions just truly aren't in your favor to be trading, you know, and it's not like that happens all the time. I mean, yesterday was the first day that I really didn't have a good read on the market, and I can't even remember how long. So it's not like that's going to happen every day, but when it does, you know, you got to be honest and say, you know, this market looks like crap here today.
Right. Those are one of those days where you just, you know, you start your morning, you look at the charts, and you're like, all right, screw this. You shut the computer off, and then you just take the day off.
The
Take
life
the day
of a
off in
trader.
markets
The life
on
of a
days
trader.
like that. Yeah.
So the NASDAQ, yeah, we're moving here. So we are pushing up towards all-time highs. So the daily, very, very bullish. We finally got out of that range here. So this is the range that we're talking about, this nasty chop. This candle finally closed outside of the zone. You do have a nice range moving up here, right, for the daily to continue moving bullish. So let's go see what this rally here looks like on the lower time frame. So, okay, so we broke the highs in the 4 hour. Let's look left here. We have pretty decent range coming up towards, I would even say like 648 here, somewhere around these levels. You got that wick there. Let's take back a look at the 4 hour again. Let's see what the 1 hour is looking like. 1 hour kind of closing no wick. I think let price kind of pull back here. So look how we've just been moving up so much. Let it pull back here. We'll revisit the NASDAQ around like 9:30, but I would say we could probably get a pullback somewhere back into this level here, and then yeah, go from there. I'll probably just stick with the buys here today. We may get some opportunities to sell back down, but I think if we wait for the open, maybe we can come back down before the open and then pop up, you know, come 9:30, 10 a.m. today. Yeah, that's the range we left. All right, let's see if we get a closure here on gold. This looks like we could potentially get some range too. Unfortunately, my entry is probably going to have to be the 4 hour high, so it's a little late. It might be, you know, considered a little bit of an impulse entry, but if we don't break that high, I don't want to be in this buy. Right? We're just pointing downtown this whole time, so yeah, might have to, you know, settle for that.
I was gonna say, like, what do you think about the 15-minute resistances? Like, cause that aligns with like the.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. Yeah, I was looking at that
30
before
wicks.
because what we could do here to keep ourselves protected from this counter trend fake out or something, we can use that. Yeah, I think that's a much better idea. And the range is still pretty decent here. 50 pip range.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that. Yeah, thanks for spotting that out. I think I seen it
Yeah.
earlier, but I forgot. Yeah, that looks much
Yeah,
better
yeah.
because we're coming right up to resistance now.
Yeah, I feel that. Yep. Yeah, we'll see.
Good idea. Good idea. Yeah, we may close it out a top wick here too. And by the way, I'm bearish anyway, so I'm trying to convince myself not to take the buys. Trader B, he's trying to convince himself to take the buys. Right? You want to, if you're going against the overall bias, overall plan, or just looking for trades in general, you want to see you want the market to truly convince you before stepping up to the plate and putting money in it. I know that sounds crazy to like new traders, but the sooner you understand that, the sooner you can get a Porsche GT3 RS.
That's true.
You're over here over trading, revenge trading, over leveraging, trying to get this thing, and meanwhile, all you gotta do is slow down, man. All you gotta do is slow down to speed up.
Yeah. Nick's got the Porsche. All right, let's listen to Nick.
Let's see here. W, Daniel. W, brother. Looking forward to seeing everyone here, man. Looking forward to seeing everyone here in 2 weeks. If you guys are elite members,
less than that.
yeah, it's like what, 1 week?
Like a week
and a
bro,
half?
a week from Friday.
A week from Friday. Sheesh.
Yeah.
So less than 2 weeks.
Less than 2 weeks.
Okay.
A week and a day or two. Yep.
How many hours? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, meetup's gonna be lit. Meetup's gonna be lit.
24.
Oh yeah, by the way, all elite members.
2400.
Yeah, if you are a current elite or a previous elite and you are making your way to Tampa, Florida, and you'll be here for July 4th, we're having a private elite dinner. So if you've ever been an elite member or if you are a current elite member, you are more than welcome to join us for that dinner. It's going to be at a very, very nice steakhouse. We're going to be able to chop it up in a much smaller setting, hang out for a bit, and that'll kind of open up the weekend, right? Open up the meetup weekend, and we'll kind of hang out and break some bread first.
Get it. Yo, where my elites at, chat? Who's gonna be pulling up?
Yeah. I am like a
I know my
child.
brother.
Always. The words
I know
of...
Sorry.
Go ahead, John. What were you going to say?
I was saying, I know my bro Aaron's gonna be pulling up. What up, Aaron?
Aaron's ready. He never
Mr.
missed a
K-Well,
meetup.
let's get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. Aaron's a G.
But one of the famous sentences that Mr. V said that continues to ring true and ring in my ear is, never grow up. He used to shout it on the microphone. I'm nice to you guys. He used to shout it. He'd be real quiet and he'd be like, never grow up. It's like, whoa. My God, this guy's like 50 years old talking about never grow up, always remain a kid. You know what he said to me? He said, you take responsibilities of a man, but you never grow up, right? You always keep childlike energy, childlike faith, childlike everything. You know, this is a 50, almost 60-year-old guy who, when we're in the pool playing games, this dude's right in there with us. Like, just a absolute kid at heart, and you got to remain a kid at heart. It's not until you grow up and get all grumpy, start acting like you're grumpy, the grumpy adults. Remember when we were kids? You're like, yeah, that's a grumpy adult. You're that adult now. Huh? Look at you.
Trash, bro.
Look at you. What happened, man? I need you to go back in the mirror. I need you to start loving yourself again. I need you to start looking at the kid in yourself again so you can get excited and fired up and move about life in a totally different way.
Yeah, bro.
What happened, bro? What happened? Come on, come back to that childlike. Yeah, look at this. This push down is awesome here. So, was that 820? No, 830. So, yeah, we get a closure below on the 30-minute time frame. We're looking super clean. And this is basically what we drew out earlier, is if we can get a bit of a move up here for NY Open, right? This is our move up. We just literally drew the two bullish candles, tapping in here. If this candle can now close below, now we have access to this full range during the highest times of volume, which is going to be 9, 9:15, 9:30, 9:45. Powell speaking at 10 today, a lot of volume. So, you know, everything we've drawn out from the breakdown, 1, 2 is in place. We've just broke the lows here on this candle, so that's a good sign that maybe this candle will close below, and the exact trade that we planned out will show up here today, and we can make our money.
Yep.
Did we grab the pack? No, we didn't grab the pack. Oh yeah, earlier.
We
Yeah,
did, actually.
earlier.
I
we
mean,
did.
the entry on the 30-minute, low-key, I mean, it's above those wicks, and it's like an impulse entry on the 15-minute. But, yeah.
Which one after this 15?
So, the 30-minute, like, if we took the breakout on the 30-minute, like, our entry would be above those wicks, but
oh yeah,
it'd
we
be
would have
like
never
an
got.
impulse entry on the 15-minute.
Yeah. You talking about for the buys?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you see, so if we would have used the previous 4 hour, we would have never got tapped in too. I mean, we didn't, you know, obviously we didn't use it, but
Yeah.
But yeah, just go back to the breakdown. I would pause the stream right now and just go back to it so you can understand like what we're actually looking for here. All right, go to the stream, go to the morning. What time was it where we did the breakdown? Let's go look what we planned out. Where is it? Somewhere over here. Where is it? That's it? I don't know. It's somewhere in there. Somewhere there. Maybe here.
Go look.
Go find it. You gotta seek. Seek and you shall find.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure where we drew it. Oh, there it is. How you doing? There it is.
Hey.
There it is. That's all we're looking for here today. Trading could be that easy. So right now, I want to draw your attention to this box right here. All right, right here. So that's the move that we want. Right, that's the move we want to see. And now let's go to the current market. And now let's go to the 15. And now we just wait for it. Right, we wait for that move. Boom, 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 boom. With edge, without edge. All right, that's it, man. That's it. And now if we get closures above on the buys, I'm even more confident with the longs here as well.
Yep.
Especially after that push down and not being able to actually move down.
I like it.
I'm cooking up some roast chicken. Let me get some of that, bro.
Damn,
Let me get a piece.
I'll have some too,
Chicken
bro.
for breakfast. We'll take it.
If you're going to eat breakfast, you may
Shakes.
as well eat a high-protein meal.
Fact. Shakes. Save me some, bro. Save me some.
Word. Me too, bro.
Good morning, Traders X. How you feeling, brother? Good to see you. Chicken cutlets. Where's Scotty Cutlets? Is Scotty Cutlets here today? Scotty Cutlets, if you're here today, please say here. Please present
Scotty boy,
yourself.
where you at?
Show yourself,
Oh,
Scott.
Scott,
Show us
bro,
the
I don't know if
cutlets.
Yeah, facts. Yo, Scott, last week, bro, I tried chicken cutlets baked in the oven, bro. They were fire. Yeah, I don't know if you tried chicken cutlets like that. I know you probably fry them, but
I don't even know if
tried them
Scott's
baked,
here.
they're good. Yeah, word. Scotty, C check.
John's talking to Scott. We don't even know if Scott's here. Scott check.
Oh yeah, word.
Scotty Cutlets. How you doing?
Never mind.
He'll watch the stream back later. What up, Scott? How you doing today, brother? How you doing today? Love you, bro. Love you. Keep grinding, bro. Believe in your dreams. Believe in your dreams and goals,
Sir.
man. I believe in you. You could do it. You could do it, brother.
Scott,
You could
you're
do
a
it.
beast, bro.
Yeah. Shakes, hold it down, brother. Hold it down, man. We need some of that.
Ooh, damn. Fried rice, bro. Stop it.
Nick, after 5 months, I have break even. What is your advice? Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate you for actually going break even 5 months in a row. Most people will never be able to do that in their life, in their career, because they just can't stop, the nonsense, right? So, okay, perfect. So what's one thing we know about a break-even trader? A break-even trader brings money in, doesn't he? Or she, right? So a break-even trader has to somehow bring money in, right? Now, the only issue is all the money they do bring in goes out, right? That's what makes a break-even trader, right? We following? So you make money. Let's just call it $100. You made 100, but you lost 100. That's what break even is. So congratulations for leaving the path of putting in 100, losing 100, losing more hundreds, losing more hundreds, losing more hundreds, and losing more hundreds, right? So at least now you know how to bring money in. So one thing I know about a break-even trader is they know how to bring money in. So they know what they're doing for the most part when it comes to looking for trades, all right? Now the question is, why is it leaving? And where and how, right? So you got to ask yourself these questions. So now you have to go in and you got to look at all your losses. So go look at all the L's and go check them out and go examine them, go dissect them, get obsessed with them, and go see what is different. So if you got wins and you got losses, what is different from this trade to this trade? And is there anything in common that I'm seeing here that I shouldn't be? That I'm seeing here, right? That I'm doing here, but I'm not doing here. And then what's going to happen is you're going to start to say, holy crap, why was I even in this trade? That was a stupid loss. I could have avoided that one. You go, that one was pretty good, made sense. I would take that trade again. What the heck was that? Why would I be in that trade? And why would I be in this trade too? And then you go, let me add up how much profit I lost here, right? So now you go, okay, well, that was $30, right? That was whatever. This was $50, right? Okay. This was $40, right? And you look and you go, my goodness, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. I could have made money this month, right? I actually could have made money. I could have made 20. So like you go and you examine what's taking money from your P&L. Because again, we know you know how to bring it in. Now it's keeping it in. So what happens is you look at here and you go, that was a pretty stupid trade. Let me not do that again, right? That was a pretty stupid trade. Let me not do that again. This one, it didn't really line up with the way the playbook works. Let me not do that again. And you slowly start to shut a door here, right? Where those losses no longer leave. And now the only losses that you do take are losses from probability. And those are all healthy losses. Probability, right? And then now what happens is you'll have a 70, right? Or just as my example, you'll have a 70-30 ratio. So you'll win 70, you'll lose 30. And if you follow the plan all the way through, these will be your results. If you start deviating, you'll take unnecessary losses and you'll screw that number up. So the goal is to stay extremely disciplined, not because of any reason other than you have to get accuracy on your data. You need accurate probability to play out. So you breaking the plan and taking an unnecessary loss kind of screws the number up a bit. So you got to do the best that you possibly can to not deviate from the profitable trading system and let these numbers run the course. That's it. That would be my advice. Look at your losses, find out which ones are unnecessary and immediately stop that. Right? Learn the lesson and then move on. That's it. And then guess what? Next week or next month, you'll probably find another little stupid thing that you're doing, and then you chop that one up, right? And then you know what? The next week you might find another one. And this is the work of a trader. This is the process. It's not trading, right? Everyone thinks the trading is everything. It's what you do after the session. It's how you conduct yourself, how you handle your life, how much effort you put into breaking down your journal, right? Going through your trades, finding out what you're doing right, finding out what you're doing wrong. This is what I help people do one-on-one in the elite program, right? And it's another level when you have someone more experienced who can guide you along the way, session by session, find out your mistakes, give you a game plan to run with it, make your tweaks and adjustments, and then maybe come back and handle the next mistake. And all you got to do, they're like little snakes, right? All you got to do, little snakes, right? Little snakes. And all you got to do is chop the head off. Boom, 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 as you recognize them. So first and foremost, you got to become aware of what you're doing. Next, you got to eliminate it. So awareness first, elimination next. Awareness of what stupid trades you may be taking, unnecessary trades outside of the playbook, and then it's elimination time to cut the head off of that snake one by one. And this process could take 6 months to actually get some traction, but I'll be honest, the process never ends. It never ends, right? So as a trader, you'll continue to improve, you'll continue to get better, make tweaks, make adjustments to certain market conditions or certain enlightenments that you're going to get and new ideas and whatnot. So yeah, but you really got to get it down to get some traction and get some profitability, and then you can spend time tweaking, the little things in your strategy from that point. Yeah, Raja says it all the time. Yup, learn from the losses. Learn from the losses. Thank you, too. Appreciate that. I got your cutlets. John, is that not on the money? Did things start completely... John's someone who reviews his trades all the time, every single week, right? I do a bi-weekly review. I think John might do a weekly review. I'm not too sure, but, in the elite program, we all do a bi-weekly or monthly review, so it's that important. By the way, I unmuted you, John.
Yes, bro, it's so important. That's why we like to say we're profitable off the trades we don't take, right? All those trades that are unnecessary, we are profitable off of them, right? Because that's right there, right? That process of going from break even up to profitable is you not taking unnecessary loss anymore, which makes you profitable.
Literally.
So that line is literal. We are profitable off the trades we don't take.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So look, you notice how in that little diagram of the trader, notice how I didn't even say you have to take more trades. I just say you have to eliminate some of the ones that you already took. So notice how you could be profitable in that situation without even taking less trades. Did you guys peep that? Did you guys catch that?
Right.
My guy would have been $20 more profitable with 4 less trades.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
what?
not about doing more. It's about doing less of what's not working.
Yeah. Profitability came to me, started coming to me pretty consistently at, I think I was like 32, 31. I'm 35 today. So it's been a nice couple, last couple years. Right above 70%. Been here. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, here we go. 4 hour break in the lows here. Now we're talking. So we got a closure. This is a 15 closure coming up. It's going to be the last 15 of this 1 hour candle. So we might as well wait here on this 30-minute closure, which was mainly the main plan here all day. So these are all little minor supports here that I think the 30-minute candles will just push straight through today. So I'm not too concerned with these areas. I'll use them maybe for like some management purposes, but not to keep me out of the trade. So as long as we continue to remain below 35 here and we leave wicks and whatnot, I'm open to continuing this move down, right? We're just very bearish. We got a lot of volume coming in. These little supports won't stand a chance today if we really want to move down. What up, Sahil? Good to see you, man. Did I take any London or Asian? We took an Asian trade. So we did the whole last night we did the car reveal on the Asian session. So shout out to my peeps in the Asian sesh, man. Damn. Love y'all, man. We did that together, man. We did it together. But then I came back and yeah, we got a closure. We fired away on a trade. We took like 20 pips and walked away. And then I did show up for London, but we didn't take any trades in London.
The vibes were up, man, in Asian.
Yeah, they were.
I heard London session was trolling a bit. You were there?
Yeah, I was in London. Yeah, it wasn't much happening. Wasn't much. So look, this here would be perfecto. So since we closed below on the 15, if we can get something just like this, right? Something like this, and then something like this, I will be shorting this market with a pretty decent size all the way through that range there. So we'll see if we can get that full margin. I wouldn't say full margin, but almost full, almost. Scotty C, there he is. You gotta watch the stream back today, bro.
Scotty boy,
we got a gift for you. You gotta go seek it. We were just talking about you, bro.
Where, bro? What's good, my man?
Good morning, Ayush. How are you, brother? Nice to see you. Dump it, baby. Good morning, Nikki. What's poppin'? Or good afternoon, I should say. Exit Strat. Always
up,
great to see you, brother. For real, man.
I like it. Like the name.
Me too.
Exit Strat.
We can't tell you where it happened though, Scott. You're just gonna have to watch the whole stream before 8:47 a.m. today.
Yeah, man. And let me know what you think about the baked cutlets too.
Oh yeah, yeah. We need some cutlets. Are you coming to the? If Scott's coming to the meetup, we're definitely gotta have Scotty chicken cutlets. It has to go down. Like,
yeah.
It would be.
Facts.
It just wouldn't be it if we didn't have those.
We can do it in the Airbnb, bro. No worries.
No worries at all. No worries at all. Boom, boom. Can I briefly explain the wick fill versus range fill? Yeah, so the wick fill and range fill is, let's say you're bearish here on the 4 hour, since we are bearish. Let's say this is the 4 hour candle. There's a wick to fill, right? So there's a wick fill on the 4 hour time frame. So the plan is 4 hour. The plan is on the lower time frame, like 15 or 30 minute, we want to see if we could take sells because we believe that the next 4 hour candle will wick up, right? And then move down to fill that wick. So what that tends to look like on the lower time frame is just something like this, where you have price that had moved down on that 4 hour candle, right? Now the candle is, I guess, somewhat closed. It's going to kind of pull back a little bit, right? That's our first red candle here, this guy right there. So now that we have a closure, we now believe that the next candle is going to wick up and then fill the range, right? So typically, let's say that's the closure of that 4-hour candle, right? Now this candle is going to start the wick, so it's going to move up to make that wick. So that's going to be a little bit of a move up like this, right? And a lot of times what will happen is that move will come back down, right? Or let's say it closes above, and then you'll get a resistance that forms, right? And what will happen is that resistance will form this wick here, and now we'll be looking to fill this range. So you see this wick down here? That wick on a 15 or a 30-minute time frame is this wick over here, this 4-hour wick. So if we're looking for the next 4-hour candle to wick up, right, and then fill this wick, that wick is just represented by this 15-30-minute range. So that's why anytime we take these cells that look like this, we're typically closing most of our trade right there, because that's right at that wick fill, right? And we don't know if price wants to push through the wick. We know that it will likely fill the wick, right? And from there, you know, we don't know what can happen. So we want to bag our profits when that range or when that wick is being filled, and then just leave a runner for the rest of it, just in case price wants to keep going. We could have a runner in there, right? And just have a smaller position to keep going throughout the day. Or if it wants to pull back, you're good, because you already secured your whole bag, and you know, that's all you look to do anyway, right? So yeah, that's a 4-hour wick fill and a 30-minute range fill. I mean, this concept right here, I say it all the time, but if you blocked out every other thing in trading and just focused on this 4-hour and 15-30-minute time frame and catching this move, you'll be so rich you won't even know what to do with the money. So
Yeah, facts.
I would try and, you know, put this play in your trading plan. This play right here has made us so much money this year so far, and it's so simple. It just makes so much sense.
Yep.
Higher time frame, lower time frame correlation.
Sir.
We talk about that in the clubhouse all the time. We talk about that in the course. We've done over 2 hours worth of webinar content on that exact setup right there. So imagine 2 hours dedicated to what I just explained to you. We can go much deeper, and we did do that. Yeah. And all that stuff is in the clubhouse. So, you know, get yourself in there and get everything, you know, get your trading in order. You know, once your trading business is in order and you know what to do, now you can, you know, profit off that for many years.
Sir. Well, sir.
That would be the GT3 RS move? Yo, I think so. I used to call it the freedom move, but now we might have to change it.
Yeah, facts.
Can you do a Playbook 3.0 webinar? I'm going to do something even better for YouTube. I'm going to be doing a free webinar. It's going to be like a 3 to 4 hour webinar. I believe we're going to schedule this for August, and it's going to really, I'll probably get Rafi to join, John to join, maybe even Magnus, and we're going to really dive through a lot of very important concepts and ideas, and really just get on the same page with all the adjustments that some of us have begun to make, like in the clubhouse and whatnot. Clubhouse might just be a little bit ahead, you know, just because we're together more, and yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna do it on YouTube. Yeah, we'll take one day in August, and we'll do like a 3 hour. So we'll do it on the weekend where the markets aren't open and we're not, you know, distracted. And I'll put it all together. Don't worry, rest assured. Leave it in my hands. I got y'all.
Let's get it.
TK, just remind me to do this. No, I'm just kidding.
TK, what up, bro? Put in schedule.
Yes, sir. You know, we talk about it on in the clubhouse a lot too, about, you know, some days we may or may not join YouTube live stream, but, you know, hats off to the clubhouse members, because, you know, they're the ones that want to get on YouTube a lot of times. Like, I mean, this very rarely happens, but it happens sometimes. We're like, should we not stream on YouTube today? I always feel like we should, because I always feel like there's that one person out there that may have been like me, or, you know, that I've just gotten too many messages, you know what I mean, about how, like, bro, the YouTube thing changed my life, this and that. So it's very tough for me to not show up to YouTube because I know how important it is for other traders out there. But sometimes, you know, when it's like, we want to vibe in the clubhouse only that day, clubhouse members are the one like, nah, bro, go on YouTube, man. We're a city on a hill. We're hope for other traders. Get up there and do your thing. We're here with each other for Asian, London, pre-New York, and all that. So, you know, I just love that the community's heart matches my heart, and they make me better too, right? Even when sometimes I may not want to go on YouTube for any reason. And again, that doesn't happen too often, but whenever it does happen, they're like, bro, jump on YouTube, man.
Yeah.
So W community all around.
Major W.
Yeah. Yeah, Clubhouse members are more like it's just family. Like all of you guys, yeah. Clubhouse, YouTube, like you guys are truly like family. Like let me just say, like I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome showing up here every single day. There's nowhere else I'd rather be in this time gap than right here. And I've been saying that for years. You know, I've been saying that when there was 60 people on the stream or 100 people on the stream. Like I love doing this, you know what I mean? It really excites me every day to show up here, and we don't have to, you know, we're you know, I don't even make money from YouTube, you know what I mean? We don't really have to do this, but we want to do this, you know. It's not what we do, it's who we are as people. We truly enjoy, you know, serving others and loving others and following some of the commands, you know, of the spiritual realm, right? That, you know, we've all learned about. So we appreciate you guys just having a dream, having a vision, having a backbone, right, to stand up every day and fight for what you believe in, fight for what God has put on your heart. And we're just here to help, you know, narrate this thing for you and maybe give you some sort of insight and philosophy, or say something that worked in my life that maybe could work in your life, you know. So that's why we're here. We love doing this, and we wouldn't want to be anywhere else at this point than right here, right now. My kids are hanging out in the living room. I hear them running around. I'd still rather be right here pouring into people and spending the time with my kids later on, enjoying that, and say, Daddy, what were you doing? I was just helping other mom and dads get free like you got a free mom and dad, right? That's what I was doing. So it's much more important than just, you know, we're going to take a trade now, guys. It's like family victory. You know, we've been preaching that for a very long time, and we've seen that now in the elite program. We've seen that with a lot of people in this community start to get free, start to have better lives, start to have a better philosophy, a better overlook on life, and in return they make more money and they enjoy life better. They love themselves more, you know what I mean? And they got more gratitude. So ain't nowhere we'd rather be than right here, man, right now.
Got that right.
And John, we appreciate your consistency, bro, to just show up every day.
Hell yeah, bro.
You know, a lot of people come and go, but you know, there's two faces that you've seen up here every single day to show up for you, to show up for our dreams, and show up for your dreams. And you know, John's certainly been one of them.
Yes, sir. Thank you, bro. Hell yeah, man. The purpose, bro. Purpose over profits, bro. All day, every day.
You know what getting the card made me realize too? Like, and by the way, I shouldn't say it made me realize this, because I've already known this and I've already lived it, but it just also like adds to it and just shows you like the cars don't mean anything. Like the most important thing in life is how many people's lives are better off because you're living, and you know, how well are you leading your family, right? Like if that's the case, man, the materialistic, you get the cars, you get the house, you get it all. Like I've mentioned this before, you know, by the time you get to your goal, you're already thinking about the next one. Scott, where's Scott? Scott asked me a question the day I got my Mercedes, the AMG. He said, there was a picture of me getting into the car. He said, bro, what were you thinking there? What were you thinking in that picture right there? Like, I'm sure you were thinking about the Benz. Scott, you remember this, right? I'm sure you were thinking about, man, how much you visualized that Benz and stuff. And you know what I said to him? He said, what were you thinking about in that moment? I said, I was thinking about the Porsche GT3 that I'm going to be getting here pretty soon. Did I not say that? Did I not say that? I was thinking about the Porsche GT3 that I was going to be getting into in a little while. The day I got my Benz. Now, again, don't get me wrong. That's not to say I'm not grateful. I mean, they're just things, right? And setting goals and working spiritual realm and all, it's so much more important than the thing. So by the time you get your goals, you've already lived them for so long if you're doing this thing right. So you know what I was thinking today? While I was sitting in the garage, I got my feet kicked up, had to pinch myself, see if the thing was real. You know what I was thinking? It was in my garage, but I was looking at it in my new house, the custom house. The house that I'm going to build, me and my wife are going to build from scratch. Everything in it exactly how we want it, right? And I was looking at and visualizing the car sitting in that property, in that garage. So, you know, it's like my mentor, Mr. V, would say, peak to peak, man. Peak to peak.
Jeez, bro.
Yeah. Anyways, looks like we got a 1 hour
that.
closure coming up. We got a 15-minute closure coming up. We got a 30-minute closure. 4 hours still going to hang tight here, but I could totally see this 4 hour moving down here. 1 hour looks super clean to continue ripping here. So yeah, let's see how we do on this 30 closure. Could it be a liquidity grab? It could be. It could be, yeah. You know, I don't want to say it can't be, because I was thinking about this on the morning breakdown about how this could potentially be like a little, you know, something to go back up here. So worst case, we wait for a 15 closure, because the 15 I think did close bullish here, right? So yeah, worst case, we wait for a little 15 closure and we get a resistance here. So you got 9 to 915 now. And then if you can get 915 to 930 to do something like this, 930 should take us straight down. Yeah,
if we get that a lot.
If we get the resistance here, then we're in at 915. So it just all depends, I guess. I'm probably going to hold off on this actual candle here, see if it's going to go up or down, and then I'll make a decision on the next candle to where we want to go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so that previous 15-minute candle to the left of the bullish candle, that made a low for us. So nice resistance after making a low is beautiful.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, exactly, Clubhouse.
Yeah, I see that.
Love, yep. You see what, John?
Yeah, I see that 1 hour looking beautiful, Josh, as well.
Yeah, it is.
1 hour respecting highs.
It looks really good. Really good. If we get a decent wick, man, this looks good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have a sell stop here. So I'm going to probably start here with one contract on this sell stop. If we can break the lows, I got a good feeling we're going to continue moving. So I'm going to start with one, right? If we can get what I'm looking for, so if we do wait for the 15 close, then I'll add the other three. But I think I could start with one here. I'll risk about 25 pips, so about $250, and then if it starts running, at least we're in it.
Dynamic risk.
Yeah. Oh, what happened there? All right, there we go. All right, so I'm in here. So I'm going to keep stops above. I'm going to risk about $250. If this one gets stopped out, it might, because we're still on the very front end of the candle. Then I'm okay with taking this loss and then re-entering, if that makes sense. So I'm sacrificing one contract to be in the move in case it starts running without us. Family victory. Let's get it. Let's see here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Focus in the next trade. Got it, brother. Got it. Got it, G. That's true, PF trader. That is true. The Porsche is just like whatever. All right, we're looking good here. So I'm going to go break even on this. Looking fantastic, starting to break through the lows. Let's see if we can push. Can we push? Started with one contract here, so that's all I got in. I might leave this open. Yeah, because actually I'm going to leave this open because, again, I'm okay with this $250 loss. I don't want to get hit at break even here. Again, I mentioned that this is more of a minor, like a minor support over anything. Look at the 4-hour candle, right? That thing looks like it just wants to melt down towards like 16 there. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to put my stop at break even. I'll let it go and see if we could push through that minor support there. But so far, so good. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, nice.
But we do know that if we're going to reject anywhere, it's going to be here, right? So if you guys want, you don't have to copy me fully. If you want to put your stops at break even, that's totally fine. I really didn't risk too much here, so I'm not too worried about it. You're a genius? Maybe I look like one, but that's just consistency. John, am I a genius?
Yeah.
I
Yes,
mean,
you
maybe
are,
I
bro.
am. I don't know. Normally, I guess geniuses
genius.
don't know that they're geniuses. That's pretty genius in itself.
Nah, you're a genius, bro.
I don't know nothing.
Yeah, Lemon, exactly. Like, this trade's more than a 1R, like every trade's a bit different. We got to take what the markets are willing to give us.
Yeah, true.
Some trades it's 0.6R, some trades it's 1R, 2R,
Yep.
All depends on price action. Yeah, he's Nick Einstein, facts.
Yeah, I'll probably look to secure probably somewhere around 28 on this. And then what we could do is maybe even wait for the new closure. Let's see here. Found you guys through top one. Oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah, a couple people found us through top one too. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's see. 2 to 3 years. Nice, man. So we came right into the wick area, about 32 pips. So we got some time for closures here. The 15 obviously still open for like another 8 minutes. 30 minutes going to be open for like another 23 minutes. So I think the big push comes potentially on the next 30 if we don't start seeing it now. If I had a partial, I'd close a partial right here. Close, got 2 W's. Awesome. Incredible. Let's go. Closed. Very nice. Very nice. Let's get it. Let's see. Got a runner? Let's go. I wish I had a runner here. Yeah. I think I'll go break even now. Yeah, I think it's safe to go BE here. Come on, Goldie. You can do it. Why not make money? I don't know. I just never really monetized the YouTube. Yeah. Come on, we got to break through these wicks. If we could break through, I'm going to start trailing stops a little here. Start moving stops and profit. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Get moving. Should I keep pushing it? Let's go. Push. All right, I'm going to lock my stops about 25 pips in profit here. So if we hit that, we hit it. If not, we'll get a little push, continue down, and we'll secure profits at 52 pips. Right now we're sitting, what, like 38 pips in prof?
Awesome job, bro.
Honestly, I'll probably just take it. Yeah, I'll take the 32. Hit me. Hit me at 25 then. You either hit me at 32 or 25 here. What's it
bro,
going to be?
strapped
What's it
up.
going to be? Give me the 32. Give me the 32. All right, W trade, everyone. If you took that trade, congratulations. Hope you made some money on that.
Yeah, amazing job, man.
Definitely shouldn't have lost money. And we get the 32. Let's go.
Love it.
Thank you. Thank you,
amazing job.
Goldie. And now we melt down and fill it. No, just kidding. All right, amazing trade, guys. Amazing. 450 times 3. We'll take that. I'm going to need that for GT3 RS gas later on today. Oh, that's gas money. Nice trade, gang. Nice trade. W.
Yep, great trade.
Simple. We planned it. We waited. We got it. Bada bing, bada boom. How you doing? Right there. There's the plan. There's the move. Little different. Little different. Yeah, we struggled too much here for me to leave that open now. All right, W. Good stuff. Good stuff. How many people were here for that? 1,000 people here. Welcome in, or I should say hello. I thought there was like 200 people. I thought it was just me and John.
1,000. Let's go.
Where'd you guys come from? Oh, man. But, hey, look, again, trading could be that easy. Go back and watch the whole entire stream from 7:45 till 9:10. Say that won't change your life. Repeat it. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. And that's it, man. That's the show. That's the game here today. Now I don't care what happens next.
Right.
Doesn't matter to me. My job is done. Why not making money from YouTube? Because I make it just like that. No, I don't know. I don't know. I've just never monetized the channel or the YouTube live streams at all. Yeah, we should push through. So, again, minor level here, you know, but with one contract, I didn't really have partial. So I would love to have a partial TP in here, probably to at least 26 right now. You know, 26 is definitely getting tapped. But I only had that one contract. So, you know, sometimes that's going to happen, right? But look, you can't get caught holding the bag just because you don't have like the size that you want in. You still got to play the trade properly and whatnot. And, yeah, I think it's good. I think it was a good closure here.
Yep.
We kept a tight stop on that too. Felt great.
Yes, sir.
Partials. Cool. Mark it up. Tag it and bag it. Boom, 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 boom. Who's not going to mark up their trade right now?
You got to, bro.
Lovely. Job done. Now it's time to just drive my joyride time.
Follow the stream, bro.
No. I'm hanging. I don't even want to drive right now. I just want to hang. Yeah, the 1 hour just... We had all these high... So keep this in mind. So this is something you can take kind of note of here. See how you had all that go down? And then look, you didn't have much here, right? So us really... One of the main things we're obsessing over right now within the clubhouse, or at least I am, is, you know, when price doesn't give us the best wick, right? What's the next level for me? How can my experience pay me in these type of situations? So this was a trade that I may not have been in 6 weeks ago, right? But because I'm starting to fall back and lean on some experience and see kind of how we can get in, maybe not at the full size, but at something so we could be a part of that move. Because yeah, I probably could have made 1,000 per account today, but waiting on that, I would have missed $1,000 day. Does that make sense? So yeah, I could have made maybe $3,000 today, but if I would have kept that, if I would have let that keep me out, then I wouldn't have made anything, right? So at least I made a G, right? 1/3 of what maybe my normal size was. And if we can take note of this, right? So when you see this happen, these wicks, most likely the breakout is not going to give you another steep wick. Does that make sense? We've already made those wicks there. We're likely to not even go back in the range, kind of like you see here. We didn't even go back into the range there. So just something to take note of. You know, as I sample size, I usually just take these notes in my mind, and sometimes forget to explain them a little bit. But, you know, that's what I'm looking at there. 1 hour told it all. Let's see. Do I look at what I've done better on winning trades? Every trade, pretty much. Yeah, every trade. So I think I made the right move as we were kind of coming into this wick area here, struggling a little bit. Let's look at the 1 minute. Yeah, we started struggling right there just a little bit, right? So we were struggling right there, and you know, I know that there's more volume coming in, so that's where I wanted to maybe snag some partials, and that way if it did pull back, it still leaves me the door open for 9:30 or whatever. Yeah, so that's about it. I'm not a greedy guy either. You know, 50, I think, what did we get? What did I say? 54 or something? 52, something like that. So yeah, partials like sitting right there. So, you know, I'm okay with that. You know, I came here to make money today, not, you know, impress people on Instagram. Great coupons. Yeah, this will serve you too as a coupon for the clubhouse. So if you've been wanting to get money, or if you've been wanting to get into the clubhouse, you just haven't had the money, here you go. We help you make some money here today. So come on in, use that money wisely, invest into yourself, into your trading business, and let's level up in the clubhouse. Come in and change your life. All right, C Melly? Chill, C Melly, chill. You're gonna make me want to leave right now. Hey, the key is so dope. Have any of you guys seen the key to the Porsche? Look at this thing. It's like a mini Porsche. It's like a little mini car. It's pretty sick. The spec is crazy. I had to get that spec for C Melly. I had to. You know, I switched it up the last minute. I really did. I was gonna go with this Arctic gray, but man, this silver just really caught my attention, and it just made the black just pop so much. And then it's got the gold wheels, and yeah, it's just next level. Yellow calipers. It's just insane. Yes, still happy with Toro. Yes, I am. So far, so good. It's a little different trading forex again, but it's been fun. Yeah, I actually haven't traded that account in 3 days. Yeah, this was the silver right here. Yep. Yeah, so silver, you got black, you know, stripes or whatnot, carbon everywhere, carbon wing, carbon hood, carbon roof, just carbon everywhere on this car, inside, outside. This the interior just insane. Got the carbon on the bucket seats. It's just phenomenal. It's a beauty, man. It's a beauty. 2024, about 1,000 miles on it. Yeah, yellow calipers here. I may or may not switch these rims at some point and put some black wheels on it, but as of right now, we'll take these. It's like paid in full, baby. Like paid in full. The guy at the they asked me not to paint these wheels. They're like, if you get new wheels, if you want black, don't paint them, man. Don't paint them. They're like all obsessed with the Porsche. Yeah, so this is it, man. This thing's sitting in my garage right now. Absolutely insane. Yeah, everything's carbon, man. Hood, mirrors, it's nuts. This whole like thing on the bottom. Yeah, it's crazy. Such a fun car. Yeah, I took it out last night for a little bit. We'll drive it a little bit more today. Yeah, 1,100 miles. Track mode or no mode. Carbon everywhere. Carbon fiber everywhere in this car. It's insane. Carbon here, carbon on all these tabs. How could I help you? You've already helped me. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was saying this earlier too. Like, one thing I like about these new supercars, like, it's no longer a supercar with no air condition or heat or music. Like, this thing's got everything: air condition, heat, great Bose sound system, navigation, like everything, reverse camera. Like, these supercars are crazy these days, man. But yeah, that's the car. She's finally home. So she's been here for quite some time in the spiritual realm, and now she's here in the physical. Yeah, I'll show you guys pictures on you can go to my Instagram. Yeah, if you want to see more pics of the actual car, check out my Instagram. Go follow me on IG. Yeah, it's my Insta right here. Do I think it'll touch the 4-hour support? Absolutely. I think we'll get down there today. Yup. What up, Trader J? Why this over Ferrari or Lambo? It's just different. It's just, man, something just hit me. Because I've earlier, like last year, I was looking at McLarens. I was looking at Ferraris. I was looking at the 488, which has been pretty much my favorite car for a long time. I was looking at the couple McLarens, and all of a sudden, man, I seen this Porsche, and I think Green honestly brought this to my attention, and I just fell in love with this thing, man. Like, just everything about it. So yeah, that's why I got it. Custom exhaust is coming, brother. It's already, I got titanium custom headers, piping, all ready to go. Yeah, about to order it. I was just reviewing some of the videos, checking the sound. We're good. Exhaust goes on right away. Yeah, you get one of these cars, you put exhaust immediately. How long did it take me to be profitable? About 3 years. 3 long, hard years of blowing it. Pretty much every day by day, just blowing accounts. John was there to witness. There was a time where I had to go to my younger brother and ask him for $500. You remember that, John?
Yes, sir. I do. It was 1,000.
It was 1,000.
Remember?
It was 1,000.
Yep.
Did I take care of you for that favor?
You did, bro. That's
Later on, I told you I had you, right? Just give me a little bit.
Of course, bro. And I always had hella confidence and faith in Nick, bro. I knew Nick was gonna be a success. That's why I was just like, bet, bro, here you go.
Yeah.
Knew it would come back to me. No worries.
Yep. There was one time I had to ask my brother Joe, or not even one time, a couple times, for like 60, but like I was like, you think you could lend me like $30? Like, Alea needs some diapers. And that was in the very beginning, and it's like, I'll take 60 though if you got it. Right?
Yep.
Like, yeah, if you can lend me 30, I mean, 60 would be pretty nice though if you could do that, just so I can have some extra money or whatever. But yeah,
Yep.
man, there were times where I just kind of basically risked it all. At a certain point, like, I really went all in, and I started losing a lot of money, but that stuff taught me everything I warned you guys about. I learned, in that process of basically losing all my money, right? And then because I paid to learn the skill in return brought me back the money. Does that make sense? And it'll do that for you too. With some of the elites and, some of these guys, they take this trading thing very serious, and they know, hey, in the last 3 years, I'm break even, or I'm still in, I'm still $14,000 in drawdown, or now I'm actually up $7,000. Like, this is a business, I mean, I didn't track all of that back then. I wish I would have, but I would encourage y'all to do that. Treat trading like a business, and make your like expenses there, and your profits, right?
Treat-
And make sure you get
treat it like
everything
a
in
business.
line. Yeah.
Yep. Hell yeah.
A little bro always got a little something. Yeah, a little something in the stash, bro.
You know that DoorDash money, that pizza delivery gig money. You know, I had a little something under the bed.
Older brother came in and just pressed him. I was like, "What's up with y'all? I need some money, man. I'm gonna need some money. I'm gonna need some money real quick. You ain't gotta ask me any questions. I'll get it back to you at some point. I don't know when, but it'll be back."
Nah, I remember looking at Nick's eyes though, like when he did ask me for it, and I could tell, like, damn, this guy, you know, looks like he wants to cry, you know, almost, you know, but he's, I got this man, bro, you know.
Damn, did I hit you with the tear up eye emoji face? Holy.
I can see just like you didn't want to ask me, you know, like you really didn't
Oh,
want
yeah,
to have
of course.
to ask me for money.
I
But, like,
wouldn't
you
have.
knew you had to too at
Yeah.
the same time, so you like had to do it, but you didn't want to do it.
Yup.
Man needed a forex, my forex funds account.
I needed another one, bro, for tomorrow's session.
And guess what, chat? I gave him 1,000 or whatever for those 2 accounts, but then
Guess
he blew
what?
them both.
I blew them both.
So he had to go get money elsewhere again.
Yup. Imagine how shame, in a way, almost shameful that would feel, right? But man, I'm telling you, that stuff builds you. When you got that dog in you, that stuff really starts to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna pursue this dream no matter what. You know, God called me to do this, and I'm not gonna let some adversity keep me back. I'm gonna push forward. And like, some men break because of that, and some men strengthen up. You know, and that's how you know whether or not you got a backbone or not.
Sir.
Yeah, lovely
Sir.
trade, gang. Lovely trade. I'll be honest, I wish I had a
Yeah,
little
great
runner in
trade.
here to just hang out in the trade. How much did I transfer? Hey, yo, nobody knows nothing, bro. Oh, I don't even want to say it.
Yeah, don't even say it, bro. It's personal.
It's personal. This one was
Remember
personal.
what you used to say? You'd be like, you would draw
Oh,
two
yeah.
circles, and you'd be like, "This is your business, and then this is my business. You're in my business. You need to stay in your business."
All right, I don't mean this to anyone here
Yeah.
today, but yeah, I used to say, you know
Yeah,
what,
I don't
man?
mean
Well,
that too.
this is my business over here, and this is your business over here. And right now, you are over here in my business, and you really need to get yourself back in your own business.
Facts.
I don't mean that, but I do.
Yeah,
I do, and I
I
don't.
don't-
You know,
I don't mean that either.
it's just something we
Only
used
if you
to
get
say.
too personal with me.
Yeah. If you start asking me like my social and stuff, and the last 3 digits on the
Yeah.
back of my debit card, and you know all that stuff, then we got a little issue.
Facts. Bro. Yo, it's good. Matt, that's now Ken. Yeah, bro. What's up, Ken? No, nothing in pre and Y, bro. We were looking for sells off resistance, but we didn't get that.
Yeah. What is happening here? So 30 closure coming up. Yeah, I mean, look, I still like these sells. Like, I still think price is about to melt off here any minute now. We got a 15-minute like celery about to run through here too. I won't be adding or anything, taking another trade, but this does not look bad at all. Worst case too, if you don't like it because that support's sitting here, then just wait for a closure below. But you know, it's 9:30 time, so. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'll try to be a good example. You know, again, and by the way, this is just a stupid car. All right, it's just a car. All right. The most
facts.
important thing is what we're doing here, and we're helping people, you know, find a spiritual life, you know, build their relationships back together, make money trading, you know, and live a life of freedom and a life that they so desire. You know, all the other materialistic stuff that just happens along the way, that's what it is. It's just things happening along the way. But the main thing here is how many lives are better off because we lived.
Right. And like you told me, bro, it's like you were all, you know, hyped up and stuff because the new whip, but you weren't just hyped because you got the new whip. You were more so hyped that the formulas and the process of success works.
They
you know,
work, yeah.
as you tested it. So you were more so very happy and hyped about that over the car, you know.
Yep. It's true. It's true. Boom, boom. And it's even more than a car, you know. It's like, guys, like where I grew up, no one has a supercar. No one. Like, you don't even see them. Like, you don't even see the rich guy in that neighborhood with a supercar. So it's like, it's more so like a accomplishment and achievement of just stepping outside, you know, going against the grain, doing what other people aren't willing to do, make a habit of doing what other people aren't willing to do, you know, looking at your sphere of influence and saying, man, you know, who's coming with me, right? And you're either coming with me, like I'm either going to see you at the top or from the top. But either way I'm going, and everyone's more than welcome to come with me. But, you know, a lot of people in where I grew up, they're stuck in the same mentality and the same mindset. And they just stay there and watch the fire, you know, while we keep moving. And, you know, I hope I can inspire them. And, you know, it's a bit of a message to them, like, you know, step out, right? Step up and step out and, you know, dream big and don't live. People would ask me recently, are you going to get the Benz or the Porsche? And I told them, dude, I don't live in the or anymore. I live in the end life. Like, I serve a God who never-ending supply, abundance, right? I know how to align with what he's called me to do. I'm getting the Benz and the Porsche, dude, not the Benz or the Porsche, right? And that's the way, you know, you want to begin to live, right? It's like you live in abundance. So we don't need to limit ourselves. We have no limit. We're limitless, right? Just listen to the words of the master and you'll find it, and the teacher, and you'll see how powerful you truly are. Or just hang out here enough and you'll figure it out. Damn, so no wick on the 30, by the way. That's a bit of a pain in the rear end. Yeah,
That's fine, bro. Wait for this.
I wouldn't take this trade on the 30 anymore.
Bro, this is set up perfectly for a new sell-off resistance, no?
Yeah, it is. Like a little pullback, maybe somewhere right here, right? A little pullback, and then like a fire away to finish the job. By the way, someone said something earlier on the stream as I just breezed by, and it was like, hey, pray for us today. We might not be okay. You know what I mean? So at the same time, like, you gotta really think about, you know, this is all just whatever, right? Like, there's people out there, you know, who are having tough time right now and stuff. So everything's perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got news in 30. News in 30. How much will it cost to join the group? It depends. I think you're talking about the clubhouse. Clubhouse is $149 a month. Clubhouse members, how much money did you guys make on the last trade? Let me just see here if anyone paid for their membership. Let's see. Anyone make more than $149? Let me skip down a little bit. My goodness. Let's take a look here. Clubhouse, 400, 800, 330, 600, 1700. Let's go, Dylan. Dylan, bro. I hope you're coming to Tampa in 2 weeks, man. 290, 360, Dylan. 700, 100, 250, 100 in Asian, 100 in New York, 310. It does. Yeah, I think it's a stupid question, right? So we're out here getting to it, man. Getting to the bag. Yeah. Yeah, 450. I only risk 100 to make 110. Oh, snap. Where's all my RR, guys? 513 times 5. You guys do the math. They don't call him Pip Lord for a reason. C Melly 850 on 2 accounts. Congrats, bro. Rob trades 600. Let's go. 900, 260, 500. So the clubhouse is eating, man. This is just one session out of the clubhouse, too. One session. 500 on the day, 330, 356, 1200, 290 on 2 accounts, negative 300. I'm not sure how that happened in this trade, unless it was from another trade. 700 times 3, 350 times, or 250 times 5. Congrats, Juan. W Phil, 700 on 3 accounts, man. Holy smokes. That's amazing. 310 on one, 280 on the other. Lovely. Beautiful. So, yeah. I think it's well worth it, you know, and that's just a trade. That's never mind the conversations that we've had within the clubhouse and the teaching and the education we've done over the last 24 hours and the inspiration. I mean, these guys in Asian, they literally came out and watched this car come out of the trailer with me. It was sick. It was awesome. Can we go over the trade? Absolutely. So we planned this trade out earlier, as you guys remember. This was the plan. It was what time was it? It was 8:01 in the morning when we planned this trade out. So the idea was we're very bearish. Let's go to the back to the chart. So we are extremely bearish on the daily, right? We know that the daily candle closed very strong yesterday. We have a wick to fill, right? So we're bearish on the daily. The 4-hour set up absolutely perfectly. Like, this is exactly what you want to see when you're looking for shorts, right? You have a big push down in the 4-hour, a nice retracement, and then another leg down, right? So that's what you're witnessing right now. You got that support. We have very clean range coming down here as you break through these lows. That's why our sells were below 33.35, because those were the 4-hour lows sitting there, right? So now we drop down to the 1-hour. 1-hour candles were clearly trying to make their way up, and were unable to do that, right? They were met by enemy forces, right, and pushed back down. So now what happens? You get a closure, right? What do we see here? Sells below here, closure. Playbook setup shows up. We have to execute. It's not our choice. It's not ours. It's the market's. So we look for that closure below. We know that there's a minor support here. We know that there's a minor support here. And then there's a super clean range coming down into 33.15 for that 4-hour to just melt here, right? So yeah, obviously the entry was taken here. We're debating real quick whether or not we wanted to wait on this 15. Very happy we didn't, right? We waited and we took the bias based off of what we planned on doing, right? The plan from the jump this morning was 30-minute closures. We're in there, right? So we get that 30-minute closure, and yeah, we wait for that small top wick. We keep a tight stop. We keep a low size because there could be a bit of a push up, you know, potentially, and then we enter that trade, you know, and that was enough to do it. So sized down a little bit on this one, just due to the fact that it was the open of the new hour candle. We didn't really make much of a top wick. We also had minor supports to the left, and those are the 3-4 reasons why I sized down in this trade. So a lot of traders right now, part of this community, are trying to figure out, Nick, when are you sizing down? When are you sizing up? Why are you sizing down? Why are you sizing up? So I hope you're hearing this, because you know, these are the reasons today why I decided to size down on this. Right now, if we would have gotten maybe another 15 closure and price would have looked like that, I probably would have sized up, right? But again, for those reasons that I just mentioned, you know, we sized down a little bit, but we still got paid for our knowledge, right? Does that make sense? We still got paid for our plan and all the time that we put in, all the years that we put in on the charts to understand this move here. At least we were still able to get paid on it. Does that make sense? Even though it was one contract or maybe a lower size, we still made money here today. And that was the goal. Any questions? Any questions?
Yes, sir. Very nice. Very nice.
Let me know. If you have questions, I'd love to answer those questions for you. Just joined a few days back. Really awesome trading along with you. Yo, Trader Sharm G. Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here. Anything you need help with or you can help me with, holla at me, man. 30 closing without a bottom wick. So usually candles that close without a bottom. So what a wick represents is it represents a range. So you see how this candle had a wick on it? Let me kind of zoom up a little bit more, make it a little bit easier. So you see how this candle left a wick? So what that wick tends to represent is a range, right? And price will open up and it will look left and it will say, is there a range for me to fill? And then it'll see that range there and go ahead and fill it, and then maybe continue to fill the range, right? Like kind of like we did here. But when a candle doesn't have a bottom wick, like this one doesn't, what happens is the next candle, it opens up, it starts driving down, it goes, yo, where's my bottom wick to follow? And it goes, there's no bottom wick. So it usually comes down, doesn't find anything, and then starts to pop back up. Happens all the time, all the time. Now, I still think this candle has a very high probability of driving down, right? Just because the environment of the market condition today, right? But I still would not take that trade. But I wouldn't be surprised if we drove without the wick today. But in most cases, in most conditions and situations, you're going to get a candle here that pulls back a little bit, and then, you know, maybe the next candle will drive down after that. And a lot of times that's really to grab liquidity, because most people don't pay attention to that whole no bottom wick thing. So they get in here, they keep stops here, price activates them, turns back around, pops them out, closes weak, ends up driving down in the next candle. So that's why, like, if you see a no bottom wick, I would be patient and wait for the next candle to give you a little bit more information. There was zero thoughts for the market to be overextended for me. No, because, you know, we literally painted this picture right here, you know, so that's what I wanted to see. And I mean, look at it, just two bullish candles followed by one strong bearish candle, two bullish candles followed by one strong bearish candle, entry. We actually caught the flip on that too. Basically,
it was really good too, like that we closed close to the zone that we broke out of, you know.
Yes,
like we closed right near that breakout zone.
Very important. So what he's talking about is, if this is the zone, you see how close to we closed right at that zone, right? If we would have closed somewhere down here, I probably wouldn't have been interested, right? Because now we got to get our entry from here versus closer to that zone, which is up there, as opposed to here. I wouldn't want to do that. Typically, like, what's going to happen if you drive too far from the zone, you're going to come back to retest it. And that's what John's talking about waiting for right now, like a little retest of it, and then a continued move down.
Yes, sir. That's key here. Key to this play too.
Yeah, it's key to the next sell on gold. So the next sell on gold needs to pull back. So you come into that support, which is right here. Of course, you're probably going to maybe reject out of it or struggle here. And then a fresh closure below, and look at that. All new clean range. But again, it wouldn't surprise me if this thing melted here right now.
Right. 4 hours looking so good. We got a 4 hour closure though coming up. We're probably going to want to see maybe a top wick, which...
That's
what
true.
Do you know? It's going to be price pulling back and creating a resistance for the
exactly
to continue moving down.
Exactly. So what John's saying is, you know, there's 18 minutes here, right? So a lot can happen, but you run the risk of nothing happening right here. And then what's going to happen if this 4 hour candle is closing in 18 minutes? Chances are, if it doesn't break the lows and drive, it's going to start pulling back, right? And that pullback is going to get you in trouble in that sell. And then it's also most likely going to start to create a new wick for the next candle, right? And that may also get you. But again, remember the higher time frame correlation talk we had a little bit earlier? This is what you're looking for. So if you're looking for that move on the 4 hour, then that means you got to wait now on the 15 for that market structure to start playing out, right? And what we're talking about here is a simple move back up. Boom, break the highs here, stop all those sellers out. Continue moving up. That's going to be your 4 hour candle making its top wick, and then all it needs is a new resistance, right? And you could say, okay, cool, this is going to be the top wick on the new 4 hour candle, right? So top wick is formed right here, and now you look for sells to fill the wick, and then that's your wick fill. Nobody knows nothing.
Yes, nobody knows nothing.
And that's that. And if price runs on you, if that's your plan and price just runs here, who cares? Guess what? There's another trade coming, another session coming, another range coming, another pullback coming, another reversal coming, another resistance being formed. It's, you know, trade for tomorrow.
The markets will always be here, so don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. My dad used to look at John. He used to say, John, slow down while you're eating. The food's not going anywhere, you know? And that reminds me sometimes of traders. It's like, yo, slow down, dude. You took a win today or you took a loss today. Just pull up to the next session. You know, the markets aren't going anywhere. Take your win and bounce.
Yes, sir. Facts, dude. And I would tell my dad, don't worry about it, man.
55% back up with top one futures. So if you guys are using top one futures, TTE is the code, the discount code. You'll get 55% off. Is it all accounts? It might be all accounts again.
I think it's just a straight. Is it all accounts? I thought it was just straight to Sim.
last thing they told me was 55 on straight the pro and the eval, and then 30 on the straight to sim, but they may have pushed it back to 55. Because I was like, that's pretty stupid. Just go 55 on everything, bro.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. There we go.
Yeah, yep, PF Trader, I had to slow down, bro. Eating way too much.
Eating a little too much. So yeah, we're doing well. We're gonna close this month strong here, gang. Yesterday did end red for me. It was like, what was it, like negative 400 or something, but today we'll pick that back up. We'll pick it back up. I probably could have got the loss back yesterday, but I was just so like, my head was not in the markets at all. Like after the session, I was just trying to get this car deal done and get this thing over into my garage ASAP.
Yeah, facts.
So I probably could have got it back, but who knows, man? Maybe I could have, you know, revenge trade and blew my whole account. So I think the best decision was just get off the charts yesterday, take the red day like a man, and just keep it moving.
Yep.
Oh, you're welcome. See you tomorrow, my friends. See you tomorrow. Hope you guys learned a lot here today. Hopefully you made some money today as well. Is there anything else I can help y'all with? Anything else we can talk about here today? If not, I think our job is done. Yeah, we can probably keep it moving. Enjoy the day. Come back for Asia.
You want to go for a nice spin, bro?
We might. If I join the clubhouse today, it's every month, so there's different packages in the clubhouse. You can get 1 month, 3 months, or 6 months. So it just depends on what you do, but you know, whichever one is pretty like self-explanatory. You know, 30 days, whatever. So yeah, whatever one you get, that's what it is. So here come all the sellers now getting stopped out on that candle that closed with no wick, and that's why we stay out of candles that don't have a wick at the bottom. So another good lesson here.
Sir.
Turned 10 to 50 with your strategy. Let's go. W. What ecom? Thank you, Foster. What ecom? I would, if you guys are doing, what works best for me in e-commerce is very simplistic product. Very nonchalant, boring, mundane, everyday, you know, things that people are going to need, want, have to have, and just continue to use over and over again. So the products that they move in my e-commerce would be like stupid stuff. Toothpaste, toilet paper, deodorants, skincare, all that type of stuff. So you want to really work with people who can help you. If you're not like knowledgeable in that area, you could pay people, you know, I mean, it's an investment, but they know the products, they know what's hot and what's not, and they'll help you out. You just got to, you know, give them some money, right? That's the thing. You throw enough money at most things in life, the problems go away. If you got 10 problems, you could probably throw money at 9 of them and they go away. Right, and you may say, well, Nick, you know, you certainly can't take all your problems with money, right? What about health issues? Well, you could definitely buy better health care, right? You could see better doctors. So money, a lot of people, it's like a forbidden thing to talk about, you know, but, you know, have those conversations with your kids. Maybe your parents didn't have them. My parents didn't have them with me, right? But money is extremely important and should be very well taken care of. Money's a servant, not a master, and most people, you know, operate as money is their master, which makes their decisions for them. So once you get enough of it, I mean, you know, you throw money at most things and, you know, they tend to work out how you plan. So if you make money trading, you know, don't spend it on something stupid. Invest it into a team that can help you build an e-commerce business or, you know, something like that, right? And then what you do is you let that profit buy your stupid stuff. Right? So you never buy the stupid stuff you don't buy the Porsche with the hustle money, right? The active income. You buy the Porsche with the investment profits. So the profits that you do make on your hard work, you take those profits, you put them into investments, and then those investments buy your Porsche. I'll never forget this. I still remember in Rich Dad Poor Dad where he talked about that, where he said, I let my assets buy my luxuries. I'm like, damn. He's like, I take my money, I invest it into assets, my assets buy my luxury. So if you can take that step by step and actually like apply that process, you know, you will be well off in the future, like very well off. So
That's fire.
little business experience. I don't even know where we went with that. Let's see. Yeah, but if you guys aren't in the clubhouse, you could join the clubhouse. Just hit ! there, and it'll pop up for you. We're going to do a big webinar, I think, this weekend on higher time frame, lower time frame correlation in the clubhouse. So that should be a good one. I think we got to talk about that a little bit. That'll kind of tie things up, help people out.
Yes.
We're back down here on Goldie. Yeah, look at that. 15 broke the highs. Pip and dip time? I think so.
Yes, sir.
I think so. So Johnny Gems, you ready to roll?
I'm ready to roll, bro. W day.
Cool. I think we're gonna call it early today. We got our money. We're out. No need to stick around. NQ, same plan from before. Remember, you kind of need a little bit of a support formed, and then maybe they'll move back up later. Yeah. Maybe. Yes. So Clubhouse, anything else, my friends? Anything else I can help you with before we head off here today? Not gonna lie, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing y'all. Seeing y'all early next month. All right, cool. I think we're good.
Wait.
I think we're Gucci. Yeah. About to read Think and Grow Rich. Hero of the day. Go have some ice cream, brother. Go have some ice cream.
Hero of the day, bro. Time for ice cream, man.
Can't join Discord? Hit ! Discord before the chat goes crazy. Just hit it. Chat, let them hit it. Let them jump in the Discord. There's 9,000 traders in the Discord. You're more than welcome. Go live on the drive? Maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll go live on the drive on IG.
About to be live again.
We just jumped from one live to another, man. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Enjoy it. Rejoice in it. Be grateful. And just know, man, all your dreams can come true. You just got to put one foot in front of the other. Stay steady, and you can make it happen. All right?
Sir.
Let's drop this
Thank
beat.
you.
Johnny Gems,
Thank you, Nick.
appreciate you, brother. I'll see you later.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Let's
Talk
drop
to you
the
later.
beat. I'll holla at y'all guys. Have a great
Peace out,
day.
chat.
Blessings to you and your family. Enjoy it. Clubhouse. See you guys for Asian. YouTube. See y'all tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace, my friends. Blessings. Later.
If you got a problem with me, you gon' have to talk to him. Big facts. This little heaven off a big stack. So that Range Rover deuces, I don't miss that. Had to get on my excuses on a diss track. I'll be walking where the truth is. Ain't no zigzag, no more. Tell him adios. Started from the bottom, now we with the Holy Ghost. Only way to get up high is if you get down low. Ayy, had to make it to the top just to see how hard it dropped. Yeah, oh, yeah. Had to make it to the top just to see how hard it dropped. Drop, just kill the beat. It's a whole song about humility. I stay clear where the ceilings see, cause I know that's where many other villains be. Me and my fam try to keep a low profile. Head stay straight, don't worry about a profile. Can't burn out when you keep it on the low dial. They say no, wait, now they saying oh wow. No more, oh, tell him adios. Started from the bottom, now we with the Holy Ghost. Only way to get up high is if you get down low, ayy. Had to make it to the top just to see how hard they drop. Yeah, oh, yeah. top just to see how hard they drop. Yeah, whoa, had to make it to the top just to see how hard they drop. Yeah, whoa, had to make it to the top just to see how hard they drop. I never stop, God brought me to the top. Guess I gotta wait around and see how hard they drop. Okay, yeah. Hey, how you start is how you finish. Like 9 to 5, we stand on business. Just to catch up, you gon' need a village. Okay, we got no limits, huh? We got no limits, huh? Yeah, I put on my J's, you already know the dealer. But this ain't a game, this is life, this is a killer. He'll try to trap your soul, I ain't talking Bryson Tiller. But really he's a dog, standing next to a gorilla. My ability to go gorilla beat is from Elohim. Ain't no competition in my game, it's just me on me. And this composition ain't for fame, it's for G.O.D. Tell the devil go back where you came, cause we walking free. Hop on the stage and I'm ready for war. I'm not the same person I was before. I see revival breaking on the floor. I pray it makes its way out of the door. In Jesus' name we breaking out of Hades. I might be doing this until I'm 80. I leveled up all the way just to say that ain't how you start, it's how you finish. How you feel like 9 to 5, we stand on business. Just to catch up, you gon'